Welcome to the part 2 of this topic. If you have not watched the part 1, I crave your indulgence to go and watch it so that you understand fully. What I'm talking about is what Italian banks consider before granting a mortgage or loan to migrants in Italy. So subscribe to this channel. Let's continue from where we stopped. Your income level. Banks check your monthly income. Your total monthly loan payments, including the mortgage, must not be more than 30 to 35 of your net salary. For example, if you earn 1,500 per month as your net salary, your total debt payments should be less than 525 euros. Meaning that if your salary is 1,500 euros, your debt payments, whether you have previous debt or not, it should not be more than 525 euros. So if you are already paying a debt, maybe you are paying 300 as your debt per month, what you pay per month, then the allowance you have is 225, because 300 which you are already paying plus 225 is 525. So this is what the bank accepts. It must not be more than 30 to 35% of your net salary. J, job seniority. The longer you have been in your job, the better. Most banks prefer at least 6 to 12 months in the same job for permanent contracts, okay? You must have worked in that place for at least 6 months. 6 months and above is okay. Then if you are a self-employed worker, you should have worked for at least 2 years as a self-employed worker. So these are the criteria the bank considers. Changing jobs right before applying may reduce your chances, okay? Changing your job before applying for a loan may reduce your chance. It means you are not stable. K, alphabet K, kind of residence permit. The type and validity of your permesso di soggiorno is crucial. What they allow is the 10 years permesso di soggiorno. So you must have that long-term permesso di soggiorno, which is 10 years. L, your legal stay proof. You must show that you are legal in Italy here. You are fully documented. Legal entry, if you came through visa, you have that legal entry and continuous legal stay in Italy. So these are the things the bank wants to see. Alphabet M, mortgage type. Banks may ask what mortgage you want. There are two types. I've talked about the types of mortgage in one of my videos. So go and watch it if you have not watched it, so that you understand fully if you must buy a house in Italy. There are two types: the fixed rate mortgage, tasso fisso, and variable rate, tasso variabile. There are also other types, which I talked about in that video. Go and watch it. I will link it in the description section. Alphabet N, nationality and bilateral agreements. Some nationalities have agreements with Italy, making legal procedures easier. Citizens of countries with strong financial ties to Italy may face fewer documentations. Alphabet O, if you already have loans or large credit card debts, it means that you may be already paying a substantial amount of debt. That reduces your chances of getting another loan. Banks may reduce the loan amount or reject the application. P, property location and condition. The property you want to buy is also a factor. Banks prefer properties that are located in cities or areas with stable or rising real estate values. So your house location is another factor. They may reject houses in areas with high market risk, like villages, areas like in areas where there are no jobs. Houses in that area may be difficult to find loan. Q, questions the bank may ask. Be ready for: why do you want this house? How long have you been in Italy? Have you ever missed a payment before? What will you do if you lose your job? These are some of the questions that the bank is likely to ask you. R, residence stability. If you move often, banks may see it as being unstable. Staying in one rented place for many years shows you are settled. S, savings. Having savings shows financial discipline. Even if you are applying for a 100% loan, showing you have money for fees, emergencies, and extra costs increases trust. T, taxes and bank fees. U, understanding the process. Banks like clients that understand the mortgage terms. You must try your best to understand the terminologies they use when taking a loan. Terminologies like TAN, TAEG, and so on. Peritia. They have a lot of terminologies, and you must try to familiarize yourself with those terminologies before you go to ask for loan. And that is what I'm doing to prepare you and help you understand the process before you think of getting your own house. Because if you don't understand the process, even if you use professionals, real estate agency, they will cheat on you. Even if you use mediator to take loan, they may cheat on you. They will cheat on you. So you have to understand the process so as to be able to negotiate with them. V, work in Italy versus abroad. If your income is from another country, approval becomes harder. Unless it's from an Italian company or you have an Italian tax record. W, extra insurance requirements. Banks often require 1. Life insurance. Life insurance covers the mortgage if you die. So banks ask their clients to do life insurance. Although it is not a must, it is not obligatory, but it is important. It's one of the factors they consider if you have life insurance, because the future is unpredictable. So that in case you die, they will get the loan payment from that insurance company. Another thing they consider also is fire insurance, which is a must. It is in the law, Italian law, that you must do this fire insurance to protect the property. So that in case the property catches fire or is burnt down, the insurance company can build it back. Okay, so that insurance is very important. It is a must. If you must get a loan from the bank will have to include it. You must do the fire insurance. Why that of life insurance is not a must, but is encouraged, especially when you don't have someone that is a guarantor. So that life insurance serves or helps to provide a guarantee to the bank. Otherwise, even without life insurance, another thing that serves as a guarantor is the house itself. So in case you are unable to pay, they'll seize the house and they sell it off. Why? Years in Italy. The more years you have legally lived in Italy, the more trust banks have. Many banks prefer at least 2 to 3 years of residence before granting a mortgage or a loan. Zero tolerance for false documents. Never give fake payslips or false contracts. Bank check with employers. They do their own check. With also tax offices like INCS. Okay, after you've submitted your documents, they do their own check behind your back to be sure that the documents are genuine. Practical steps to increase your chances of getting loan from the bank. 1. Work on job stability. Have a permanent work contract. 2. Build credit history. Use a small credit card and always pay on time. Pay your bills on time. Okay, try to take small amount from the bank. Try to take small amount from the bank and pay on time. They want to see your ability to pay off loan. 3. Save for a down payment. You need savings. Okay, aim for 20 to 30% of the house value. 4. Reduce debts. Pay off your loans before applying. Bring them to the lowest points. Reduce them. 5. Gather all documents. Have them ready in Italian if possible. All documents must be translated and legalized. Consider concept guarantee. So I will make a video to tell you what is this concept guarantee. Okay, for 100% loan. If you want the bank to give you 100% of the house money, you need a guarantor called concept. So in my next video, I will tell you more about concept guarantee. 8. Get professional advice. Mortgage brokers can help find banks open to migrants. So you need professionals. I will talk more about these professionals in my subsequent video. I hope this video was useful to you. If it was, give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Thanks for watching. Arrivederci.